How's it going, everybody? I'm just here to do a little unboxing real quick of this little device that I got in. I have an Ego weed eater, and I've got lots of attachments for it, and they're kind of heavy sometimes. So I thought I would get this assisting handle, ergonomic trimmer grip is what they call it, to see if that will help. It's pretty nice. And you see it came with a pair of gloves, a shoulder strap. This is the mount, and then this is the grip. So not a whole lot to it. Pretty inexpensive. This is metal, so that's good. Got a nice rubber grip to it, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Let's go back to this one. So again, there's the thing. Here is the mount, shoulder strap, and gloves. So comes with all that. I believe somebody said that this was plastic, and it is a plastic material. So we'll see how long it'll last. Looks like it's fairly thick, so maybe it's good. The way it works is, though, you can adjust it to different. Oops. Let me switch back here real quick. So you can adjust different angles of attack, or whatever you want to call it. And the good thing about that is, since my Ego weed eater is so short, because you have the heads that you have to switch out on them, this is going to have to go up closer towards the battery, and so I can angle it down further. Have to see how that works. Either that, or I have the bristle brush, snowblower, rototiller, weed eater, and edger. So I would have to buy 5 of these, and they're $25 a piece, so that's a little overkill for something like that. Of course, you could take it off and put it on the other one every time, but yeah, you can see that's going to be not the easiest thing in the world to do, because you got to use the Allen tool to do that every time. Now, you can adjust the cant, of course, differently, but that's something else. So anyways, again, this was just an unboxing, so I will install it. I hope to get some footage of that, of me using it, maybe putting it on, we'll see. But and we'll go with that. All right, thanks a lot. See you next time. Bye. So here's the weed eater handle, and I've got it as tight as I can go, and you can see it just doesn't stay. I think you'd have to put some indents in it to get it to do anything. So that's the bad part. Okay, how's it going again, everybody? Okay, now I didn't film the installation of the weed eater handle. I did film some of me using it, and I will say this: it feels good. It seems like it's built well, with the exception of one thing. They did not think of putting a knurling or something where the clamp goes on the onto the handle itself. It's okay on the weed eater. You can clamp that down as tight as you need to, and it goes pretty tight and it's good. But the handle, it's kind of like a C shape. So the bottom part that clamps onto the clamp that goes in there, and then you can hand tighten it, or you can tighten it with the lever. That way you can adjust it, move it, whatever you need to do. They gave you some silicone tape to put on there, and maybe it was because, well, it was 84 degrees outside, I think, when I used it today. I put that tape on. First off, you can't get it into the clamp because the tape is a little too thick, and it starts to peel it off just as soon as you start sticking it in there. You can't spread that clamp open without breaking it because it's plastic. You clamp it down all the way, and it just peels that silicone tape off of there. There was almost none left when I got done. I've tightened it down as much as I could with it, and without it, whatever, it's not going to make any difference. It is a painted surface, so maybe scraping the paint off will help it. Maybe scratching it will help it. Maybe filing it will help it. Maybe even putting some little lines, like denting little lines into it, because the inside of the plastic clamp has outcrops. It has little lines that stick out about every, I don't know, 1/16 of an inch or something to help grip. But it's not going to grip on painted steel. It's plastic. Gripping on painted steel is not going to work. So, just using the weed eater, the lightest head I have is a weed eater, and that it was just moving up and down on me. I think I only videoed the part where I was using the broom, which is pretty much the heaviest thing I have next to the snowblower. But I couldn't even keep it still. It would not stay in one place no matter what I did. It was a nightmare. So yes, I think you might be able to alter this. You might be able to get a good pair of or a good pipe wrench or something and put some knurling on it. You may be able to, I don't know, cut into it a little bit with a file and put some knurling on it. You may be able to just get like a blade, like a kind of like a chisel or something, and hammer it in to where it's got some knurling on it. But whatever you do, you're going to have to do it because the manufacturer just gave you silicone tape. Why they would make silicone tape for something that is meant for working as a working tool on something that's heavier duty than plastic, I don't know. But the gloves are good. I didn't even open the strap because I've got a strap for my my weed eater, for my Ego. I've got the padded Ego strap for it. So I didn't even open that. Other than that, it feels heavy duty enough. It seems like it's well built. Even the plastic parts seem like they're going to hold up. It's just it doesn't really do its job as well as I think it should. I'm going to try it. I'm not going to send it back. It's $27.99. I'll show you that real quick. This is on Amazon, of course. So it's an upgraded weed eater handle, ergonomic string trimmer handle with adjustable shoulder strap and clamp, weed eater handle extension for lawn care, landscaping, and yard trimming edging. This is the Yomoho or Yomoho store, something like that. Like I said, it's decent. It's not bad. It's just it doesn't work as well as I think it should, or it doesn't. I don't know how to put it. I'm disappointed in it, but for $27.99, I think I can modify it to where it'll fit my needs, and I'll be able to use it. Like I said, using it with the the big brush head, which is I think it's a 21-inch spinning brush, and man, I tell you what, that thing, it's all there. When I carry that thing around, I have to hold it by the battery end and then grab up past the handle. If you even grab the handle, you can't lift it. Even with the big battery in it, a 7.5 amp hour battery, you cannot balance it right. That thing is just heavy. It's kind of like the snowblower. Drag it, do whatever you got to do. I have a very long sidewalk and a very long driveway that dragging it just doesn't work for me. They do make wheels for it, and I may think about getting that later. We'll see. But for now, if I can get this one fixed, using it for my weed eater, for my edger, and especially for my rototiller, I think it's going to work pretty good. Not to mention with the snowblower and the brush. So we'll see. I'll let you guys know if there's any difference. If that seems to help, I'll maybe just add a comment to this video or something. But I will show you what it's like to use it with the brush on it, and we'll go from there. But for now, that's pretty much all I've got. So I'll sign out here, and then I'll go ahead and put this video up, hopefully today or tomorrow, and get you guys a good look at it. Again, there are several on Amazon. This one looked like it was, I like the fact that you could easily kind of on the fly loosen it and adjust it and tighten it back down, because using different tools, which I do, I mean, every time I mow, I go between my edger, my weed eater, and the brush tool. Then I have the blower, of course, and then I use my push mower and my zero turn. So yeah, I spend 2.5, 3 hours on my lawn when I do it. So it works pretty good if I can get it to stay still. But like I said, even with the lightest attachment I have, which is the weed eater head, I couldn't keep it still as tight as I could get it. And I didn't think I was going to break it. It wasn't anything like that. It's just I could not tighten it down by hand any more than I had it. So if I have to use a tool, then it kind of defeats the purpose, because I'll have to go get that tool every time I want to adjust it, and that's just not a good thing. So anyways, I'll get this video out as soon as I can, let you guys know what we think, and we'll see you next time. All right, thanks. Bye.